everyone, this is Steve, and today we're talking about how to bring data from Databricks into Gigasheet. We have built a connector to Databricks now using a personal access token that allows you to connect Gigasheet directly to Databricks. And I'm going to walk you through how that's done today. So this connect to Databricks, first we do a one-time connection. So this is something you only have to do once, and I'm going to show you how I would do it here with my very small little development Databricks instance. But I connect with secure credentials. Once you do this, we will store these securely. So whether you give credentials to someone who can access it, or you are the internal service provider yourself and you want to set up this connection so that you can share the results directly in Gigasheet. Either way works. But now that I've connected, I can come here and I see what I have access to. So I'm going to use this catalog, and I've got a table here called Sanitized Toy Company Sales Data. If I want, I can actually import this on a schedule. So maybe I want to do this import once a week, Monday at 7 a.m. so that I walk in on Monday morning and I have the most recent data. I can either get a new file for each period, or I can get a change history report where I only see the changes that have been tracked each time. In this case, though, I just want a one-time dump. Someone has asked me for some sales data, and I am going to deliver it to them. Data that's in Databricks, deliver it to them. So I'm going to save and run, and this is going to import the data into Gigasheet directly from Databricks. So what you see is that I have created this Databricks folder on my library with the name of the table, that Sanitized Toy Company Sales Data, which I should say obviously is completely anonymized data. So we've got this Sanitized Toy Company Sales Data, and it should just take a minute to load. It is this minute that perhaps this is why you'd want to have this as a scheduled import rather than waiting for it to load. And we see it starts to load. And it has finished loading. So the data has loaded, and now it's available to either be shared. If I'm the Databricks provider internally, maybe I just want to do this myself and then share out individual sheets to deliver to the people who want to interact with this, way better than just sending a CSV file. Or if I'm the analyst, now I can open this sheet and I can work with this in a way that I couldn't if it were simply a CSV dump out of Databricks. So I can see that I have rows and columns, a very familiar interface for me, but at 1.8 million rows, which would not fit in Excel or Google Sheets. And I can come in here and I can do the kind of filters and sorts, and I'll filter to big box, and maybe I want the amount to be greater than 3,000. And maybe I want forecast categories of closed won and commit, and so on. And now I'm down to 18,000 rows of the 1.8 million that had been found in the initial data set. Again, it's a very simple analysis once you have the data, but the problem was the data was trapped in Databricks where I did not have either the access or the knowledge as to how to get this slice of data. But now I can bring my data in, I can get a total sum if I want, and I can now either just take that data or I can export for further analysis in maybe another tool. I can take those 18,000 rows and work with simply those rows. So it's a very straightforward workflow to eliminate the friction that often happens with having to send a ticket to the data team. Say, okay, maybe I want the amount to be greater than 3,200. Now what's the sum? And so you're going back and forth with these tickets. Here, it's much simpler to just give the analyst the full data set that they want, give it to them in a tool that allows them to interact in a way that they are familiar with, other